Well, tomorrow will be the 94th Oscars, and it's probably going to be the lowest rating ever. Maybe a little bit higher, maybe a little bit lower, or maybe a lot lower than last year's. You know, I've been a movie fan just about as long as I can remember. My father taking me to the cinema, and I remember for a long time as a child watching the Oscars. And the one thing that I noticed was that the Oscars did not take themselves that seriously. To a degree, there was a part of them that knew that they were corny. And it doesn't seem like that today. And these Oscars are playing to a very divided America and a divided world, but definitely a divided America, a more divided America than we've ever been. And they're not on a together thing, let's get along. They are about lecturing those they disagree with, and if you dare speak up, they are the people that will punish you, the elites that will punish you and tell you how to behave and tell you how to do this. And of course, they will not suffer the same consequences because they have the money to insulate themselves from any of the policies that they want to enact. But that is the world we live in today, or the movie business that is there today. And of course, people that have independent minds and independent creators for a while, you could do that on YouTube, but now, not so much. The mainstream, the corporate media, the corporate Hollywood that has now gotten into the mix, they want to crush any dissent and any dissenting view that is not part of their ideological bent. And people talk about money, and I guess there's money in woke culture, but it's more about ego than it is money, I think. Ego is a big narcotic, and ego doesn't want to be criticized. And that's kind of the way it goes. But if you ask why people aren't tuning in, well, if you are a hardworking American, perhaps moderate, even liberal to conservative, do you think this crowd that you're watching respects you? Now, sure, there'll always be money for, the blockbuster hits that are kind of like non-political, like much of the Marvel universe, although sometimes many times they're accused of putting that stuff in there, but that's about profit. But the rest of Hollywood isn't really down with your values. And, you've always kind of known that, but you've never felt the kind of scorn that people have towards you if you dissent. And that is a problem for a lot of people. And I don't know if they even think that losing money is that bad, because their principles perhaps come first. And they certainly don't want to hear from you. And they will strive to censor you when they disagree with you. That is it with the corporate media, and that's how they feel. I'll go further into that later on in a show, but today I'm just bringing out my 2 cents in. And like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and visit our website at transparencyandmerit.com. Thank you for listening.